Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbots here, and welcome to Gibbous, a Cthulhu adventure. It is, what, the third Lovecraftian game that we've played in the last year? Fourth, actually. Because we had Call of Cthulhu, Sinking City, and we did have A Place for the Unwilling, but we didn't get very far in that. There might have been more than that. I'm trying to remember the other, Eldritch games that we played in the past year, but there's been a lot of them. And this is the one that I've been looking forward to the most because it looks really, really funny. And, I never grew up with point-and-click adventure games. They just really didn't fit into my, gameplay when I was a kid. I was big on RTSs. And so I missed out on the whole, old LucasArts games. You know, Monkey Island and so on and so forth. And so this looks like something special. And it looks like it really follows the old trends. So let's just see how it goes. And get going. I don't know. I'm looking forward to this.
Brothers and sisters, settle! I come to you this day with great news! My starry disciples, our search is nearly complete! For decades we've toiled and scoured and fished about this wretched continent for that ever-elusive tome, the Grimoire Eternus, the book to end all books, the storied and long-fabled...
The Necronomicon!
Yes, Sister Halo, that's the one. Next time, maybe you let the actual cult leader speak its eternally horrible name, yeah? Thank you. The Necronomicon! Yes! No doubt some among you have questioned its very existence. Our search has been wide and our labor great, with as yet no return. Well, brothers and sisters, it may be that we have come upon its actual location. Brother Bright. Gregory, we talked about this, man. This night, brothers and sisters, our men
And women?
and women are on their way to retrieve that tome as we speak. Is this not what we've been looking for since our establishment is a legitimate death cult?
Yes!
Is it not in our official membership charter?
Yes!
Is it not we who should be the first and only to lay our hands upon it?
Yes!
Shall we let the abominable butcher or other lesser cults get their stinking paws on our glorious bounty now that it is so closely within our reach?
Yes!
No! And with the Necronomicon finally in our hands, nothing will stop the Haunter from regaining his true form. No end to the work!
So where is it?
We have found him, brothers and sisters. The man who will lead us to it. We have found him, and we watch. We watch.
Read all about it, sir. Hurricane Herbert, storm of the century.
A storm. That's the least of my worries. Change. Everything's changing. Always changing. What's a Joe supposed to do? You take a new case and it's all you can do to be prepared for whatever it throws your way. The only thing you can know is whatever it's tossed at you won't make any kind of sense butt up against the last thing. It's the change, you see. I've been hired to locate some kind of ancient book. Supposed to have inside of it the kind of stuff makes a Joe's guts turn salt and sallow. Real type mystical mumbo jumbo, which I guess explains the weirdo cults popping up all over Darkham. You know something's left of center when the folks hiring you want to keep themselves all secret-like. Cash is cash, though, and I could really use the milk. That something doesn't change. Put some weight on my man in rare and forbiddens. The kind of pressure makes a Joe's stomach jackflip, and he points me at this dark and ancient library. Dark and ancient? Huh. What's not dark and ancient in Darkham? Damn. Most times, the new is just as bad as the old. Sometimes worse. Well, here it is. Miskatonic Library. Not the, friendliest place in town. And this town and Friendly ain't even in the same zip code.
Darkham. Well, Space Market
Darkham.
revealed.
Horrible
hotspots.
hellhole. Never thought I'd stick around when I came here 23 years ago. She was local, young and unstable, and I was probably too much to handle. Then she left me with an empty bottle of 81 proof and a broken heart. My gut instinct was telling me I could look at everything a second time, glean extra information that might be useful. Or not.
Darkham. More Darkham.
The brooding, festering horror of the ancient town. Weird, that just popped into my head from nowhere.
More?
A sea of rotting roof tiles, decaying masonry, and who knows what dormant evils. Darkham. Horrible hellhole. Never thought I'd stick around when I came.
It's
And
repeating.
then she...
Blah, blah. Interact.
No, I gotta investigate the library first.
More Darkham.
What about the more Darkham? Let's see what he says.
Not nearly as badly lit as the name would suggest, but more than compensating on the creepy scale.
Darkham. Even more Darkham.
Darkham.
Not your prettiest tourist-friendly town. Surprisingly colorful here and there, but I didn't let that fool me. The town had been bubbling with occult activity for a while, and I was about to look deep into it.
Notice under the gargoyles are Cthulhu.
Oh yeah, they totally are.
Like a sea of ugly, decrepit, tile-covered whales. Surprisingly colorful.
Oh,
Yeah,
already
when
heard
the
that.
eye looks like it's half lidded or almost closed,
Yeah,
that's
then
when
it doesn't
you know
have any more.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Looks like some kind of gargoyle, swallowed almost whole by those dead vines.
that's a nice animation for him, like leaning over like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to blame it on modern art, but this is really ancient stuff. It's just creepy as hell.
Oh, I'm liking the voice acting for this.
Maybe I could use somebody, but this gargoyle ain't it.
And yeah, the UI work is really nice. And why does this guy work here? He does
Oh,
not
is he
fit.
the librarian?
He is the librarian, apparently. So we've got book racks.
Strange. Bas relief. Study area.
Rows and rows of moldy old books. For some reason, they seem particularly unattractive. The more I look at them, the less interesting they get. They really went out of their way to make this place as creepy as possible. I'll bet the common Joe doesn't even know what a bas relief is. That's where folks get strange, ancient diseases by flipping the wrong pages with their bare fingers. Wear protection. Goes for libraries, too.
All right, then.
I apologize. We might not actually get as much commentary in some of these sections as I think either of us would like.
I mean, it so long as you take pauses before you investigate something new, we can at least discuss it.
True.
What's the grossest library book you've ever come across?
You know what? I was at a library. Yeah. Was it North Carolina, I think?
Okay.
And I was looking at the sci-fi section, and whatever librarian hadn't done a very good job of figuring out what sci-fi was kind of smutty or not.
Oh.
So, like, they had some real gross, like, really beautiful covers, and I'm like, okay, this might be kind of interesting. I start, like, flipping through it, and it's talking about, like, some lady getting turned into an alien and then, like, brooding, and I'm like, duh.
Ah.
Yeah, that was weird business.
There have been books that I've opened up where there's strange, sticky, like brown stuff inside
Oh.
them, and I can't tell.
You're talking about how gross the actual book is as opposed to the contents.
Well, he was talking about how you could contract disease from books.
I
so.
did open a book once, and apparently it hadn't been opened in years.
Eh.
So the whole, like, binding had cracked and faded and, like, effectively crumbled. So all the paper, like, I
all the
opened it up,
pages
and
fell out.
every single page just fell down. And I'm like, help! But
Oh,
I don't know.
The Dusty Intriguing Book.
It's a dusty old book. Its title's really hard to read. A very convenient treatise on the order voodoo magic ingredients should be used in. Useless garbage. It's the popular book section. Apparently, all Daniel Maroon novels. You know, Vatican mysteries and all that. Daniel Maroon's anathemic adventures. It's like that strange, tentacled beast is watching me. That thing is very unnerving.
More Cthulhu.
That desk is literally blocking my access to knowledge. A little on the plain and ugly side, too. I guess I could lean on it while I interrogate the librarian, but I'm naturally intimidating.
Wait,
love
can I
the
interact with these
commentary.
things? Oh, I can.
I don't need it. Not really my type of literature, but I can take a look at them.
It's really sad that noir has fallen out of fashion.
Yeah,
It's such a fun.
it is a
genre.
fun. I could do a noir D&D campaign. It would take some writing though.
But everyone would be talking aloud, and
That'd be
I-
fine.
I-
Everybody would just have to be kind of low and broody.
Nah, I do different kinds of studying.
Okay, let's not interact with things unless it's useful because it's mostly him just saying no. Anyway.
If my detective cylinders aren't misfiring, that's gotta be the librarian. Who would grab and stick to this kind of job in this kind of place? They must have fishhooked them. Free internet'll do that to a Joe. Evening.
Good evening, sir.
Oh wow. we
Oh,
got a
you have
bunch of options.
choices.
That's cool. The name's Keytype, Don Keytype. I'm here about a book. Let's just go down the list.
Sure. Unless it's gonna eliminate the other options, but I would ask the second one just to
Okay.
Interesting library you got here. Is it old?
Yeah, pretty old.
It's old, huh? How old?
Like really, really old. You might even say it's ancient.
Ancient, huh? How ancient?
Well, it was established by one Jeremiah Orne in, 18... really, really long time ago.
Huh. Thanks for the info.
Sure.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
how's things in the library business?
You know, can't complain. It's a living.
Those electronic books hitting you folks hard these days?
Nah, not really. People don't tend to read much at all anymore, so it's all the same to us.
The name's Keytype. Don R. Keytype. Here to see about a book.
Well, you've come to the right place.
Yeah. It's called the Necronomicon. Do you have it?
Oh, that book. Yeah. Let me check. Yeah, they're all lent. All versions of it.
There's more than one?
Why, sure, you've got your... Oh, wait, you're talking about the real Necronomicon, aren't you? Yeah, no, sorry, that doesn't actually exist.
Doesn't exist, huh? My employer seems to think otherwise.
An ancient grimoire full of arcane writings that could summon powerful demonic entities and potentially fold reality onto itself? We don't really carry that kind of stuff here. Chances are it's nothing but a myth, Mr. Keytype.
Okay, so you can ask if there's no such thing. Too young to be a librarian. You wouldn't be concealing it from me, would you?
I feel like the top one is probably correct. I don't know. Which do you want?
Well, the aren't you a bit too young to be a librarian is just one of those common threads that you don't really need to go down.
Yeah, but it might also just be side detail and we can go through the other dialogue options. I don't know.
Eh.
1, 2, or 3 shall.
Why don't we do 2? Just to see.
No such thing as the Necronomicon, you say? Mind if I, snoop around your collections a little while?
I don't mind personally. You'd have to talk to Mr. Orn about the rare books department, though. At the moment, he's really busy with some new arrivals upstairs, so you'd have to wait a while. But, sir, waste of time, really. That book is just a legend. An ugly, ugly legend.
Okay.
Aren't you a bit young to be a librarian?
Look, I can tell you come from a different era, but between you and me, that's straight up ageist.
Oh, really? And that, different era business ain't?
Touché, Mr. Katype. I'm a student, it's a job, it's quiet, it pays the bills.
Ah,
Aren't you a bit too old to be a student?
I like the cut of your jib. That's something your type would say, right?
My type? Now look here, son.
There it is again.
Ugh. You, wouldn't happen to be intentionally trying to conceal it from me, would you?
I'm just a librarian, sir. As far as I know, the real Necronomicon is a myth. Sorry to disappoint you. You haven't been the first to come and ask about it, and you probably won't be the last. Definitely our most popular inexistent book.
Who else has been interested in it?
Everyone, from excitable teenagers to these freaky cultist types that seem to crop up everywhere in the last few months. Just when you thought Darkham couldn't get any weirder, these clowns come along and prove you so wrong.
ah, the cultists.
What can you tell me about these cultists?
Well, they come in all shapes and sizes, can't really tell them apart. I mean, it's not like they waltz in here dressed up in ceremonial robes or anything, but you can tell from the way they speak, they're not all there.
I didn't catch your name, Mr.
Kerwin. Buzz Kerwin.
That's an interesting surname and an accent that I can't quite place.
Yeah, I'm half Romanian. My mom was born in Transylvania. I kept her family name because it sounds cool, you know?
Never get teased because of that?
No. For Buzz, on the other hand, plenty.
All right, Mr. Kerwin. I guess I'll have to wait.
Uh-oh.
So I was going to mention, by the way, there is a reference to, I believe that's Grim Fandango right there.
Ah, the face.
And that's Jake from Adventure Time.
I see. Also, what's that on the far right that looks like a mouth?
This?
Spread across all the books. On the right shelf.
Oh, this? Yeah, that's probably a mouth. I want to say that might have been a Journey reference. It looks kind of Journey-ish. Could be. I think these are... Well, that just says I wish we could zoom in. Wait, can we talk to him again? Let's zoom in. Pennsylvania, Romania. Dude! Monster.
Well, there's a book with Cthulhu on it.
Yeah, that's Cthulhu. That's an Illuminati thing. Let's see.
Excuse me just a minute.
Sure.
Trying to see if there's any other, like, reference-looking things. Because those two are on the nose, and I was expecting I'd see more. But it doesn't look like it. Okay, well, probably just leave. Find the thing.
Or bump into the cultist on the way out. No, there's a box.
What is this? Oh.
There's a thing on the doorstep there. Looks like a package. It ain't for my nose, but I could, pass it on to the librarian.
Gonna look inside it?
Got a
Any
box.
chance?
I don't think I can.
It's this thing I found on the library's doorstep. Looks like a package of some sort.
Okay, nothing particularly useful yet.
I found this thing on the doorstep. Were you expecting a package?
No, not really. Let's see it. There's a note here. Oh, it's for you.
For me? What does it say?
Too long have you meddled in our business, Katype. Here's your chance at a bright future for a change. Mhahahahahaha. Is it me, or is this thing ticking?
Oh no! No!
Mr. Katype! He's gone.
Was that you making all that racket, Kerwin?
No, Mr. Orange, sir. Someone set off a bomb in here. I was about to call the police.
Nonsense! You call this a bomb? You should have seen Dresden, son! Now that was some firepower right there! Clean up a little, will ya?
Okay, sir. It's Mr. Katype's shoe. Well, I feel like I should call him Don now that we've been through this together. It's Don's shoe.
Do you know about Dresden?
Uh,
I believe it was
It's Don's shoe.
a German city that got bombed
oh.
during the World War. So, if you're familiar with the old Mayan texts, they're the Dresden texts that have some of the most well-preserved Mayan writings in it and such, but it was damaged heavily by flood
Oh.
because of the whole incident, so...
Well, at least that thing took some damage. I think it's a little loose now. There's a weird glow emanating from behind it. What the...
Yeah, it's a reference to the bomb city.
Mm-hmm.
It's sure to fall off and kill someone whenever the next earthquake hits. Well, I'd knock it off for sure, but I can't reach that high.
Sure.
I just realized how long I've actually wanted to do this. Don sends his regards, Ugly.
Ooh. That's... What? That's the Necronomicon. It has an eye on it.
Is this what Don was after? This looks nothing like the other editions. Creep factor just went up 200%. Who would hide it up there? And why? You're coming with me, weird book. Well, I never thought I'd actually say this, but the Necronomicon feels weird in my pants. Oh boy, what an evening. Think, boss, think! Don's been kidnapped, the police are a bunch of corrupt and incompetent tools, what do I do? Well, Orn can close up for the night, things are way too messed up to stick around. The best thing to do is retreat to the buzz cave, clear my head, and see what this strange book is all about.
The Buzz Cave.
Okay, safely home. What the hell was all that about? Is this really happening? Am I really talking out loud to myself? What is this book? God, I need to stop talking to myself. I sound crazy. Kitty, should I open this thing and see what's written in it? What do you say? You're a lot of help. Okay, might as well take a peek. Ia, kashaptu zidinjir kampa, per Adonai Metatron. What the? This is genuinely becoming really scary now, and I'm all alone. What do I do, kiddy? God, I wish you could talk back for once.
So, did it grant his wish?
Okay, I know I've been saying everything felt weird before, but that was really, really weird. Something feels very different now.
As much as I hate agreeing with you, something does feel very different now.
I know, right? Maybe reading that out loud wasn't such a good idea, huh?
It sure seems so.
Right? I mean, Whoa, wait! Are you actually talking back to me?
Took you a while, huh?
Mm.
I feel like we were in a much more productive place a few moments ago. You know, analyzing the situation. Maybe working toward a solution?
You talk!
I stand corrected. You seem to have a firm grip on the situation.
But how?
You just read an incantation and then wished out loud that I could talk back. So...
This is wrong. This can't be happening. This is wrong. Wait, I know. I'll just find the spell or whatever it is and reread it and reverse this. That should work, right?
You're not really expecting any kind of relevant answer from me, are you?
Right. I mean... Oh, what the... It's gone! I can't find it anywhere! This was definitely the page I read it from, but there's different text on it now. What the... Should I read it out loud? Wait, sorry, I wasn't considering your point of view here. Do you want to be a...
Talking cat? Please don't take this the wrong way, but that's a resounding and definitive no. I just don't want your kind of problems, man. My deal is sleeping, eating, and generally being decorative.
I can get behind that. Okay, here goes.
Wait, you're just given additional spells to cast?
Apparently so. Let's go with the top one, the longest one.
Okay, sure.
Shunuli mutuma anakulu ublui, zidinjir anakanpa. I wish Kitty would go back to normal. Did it work?
Darn it, can't even meow right anymore. I think it's safe to say it hasn't.
Oh boy, this is a problem. By the way, Kitty, nice to meet you.
We've known each other for years, dude.
Kitty, is that what I call you?
Haven't you been doing it for years already? Dumbest name possible if you ask me, but I don't care either way. I don't need one.
So, are you gonna stick around?
No, I'm gonna walk the earth like Caine in Kung Fu. You'll stick around and undo this. You really think I want to be like you for the rest of my life?
That's gotta be racist or something.
We're not even the same species. We need to find a way to reverse this, so get to thinking.
Yeah, you're right. I'm on it.
I don't know. If I were a cat that suddenly had the ability to speak English, I would actually prefer that. Wouldn't you?
I mean, if I had the personality of most cats, I just not let anybody know and then whisper weird shit at people when they sleep. Like when they're alone and they think they're fine, and I'm just like, "Hey." And then I just go back to being utterly silent for the whole time. Because I don't know. Okay. So, I guess let's that animation as he's looking at the phone. Anyway.
My tablet. It's been charging for 2 days now. Dead as, well, dead. I don't think I'll bother her about it.
It's an embarrassing baby picture. Move on.
That's Kitty. My, Kitty. Yeah, I know. Not the most imaginative name.
Totally understandable.
Really?
Yes, really. If I were called Buzz, I'd be reluctant to get creative when naming anyone, too.
Touché, pussycat. I'd say she looks cute, but she's within earshot.
Stop.
They're not toys, okay? I don't play with them.
Well...
I don't like this new situation at all. What's left of my once impressive action figure collection? I guess I'm growing or something.
Please don't drag me into your immaturity.
Scenic Transylvania. That's where my roots are. Man, I hope I get to visit someday. Okay, I've got to get my head back in the game. That's Ron Dilbert.
Who?
He's really grumpy.
Never pay more than $20 for a computer game.
No.
I paid 22 for this. Ah, lies.
Speaking of games, you have Phantomium Occulta Aperti, or I don't know. I can't read it from here, but he has a banner of it, so it must be an important game to him.
So, Phantomium Oculi Apertum. It's either Aperti or Apparent. Apparent? A-P-E-R. Probably T-I.
It's our oven. I'm deathly afraid of it. Long story.
So, Phantomium Occulti Aperti?
Look, I'm afraid to touch the thing. I have this long-running fear of leaving the gas on, and then the dorm explodes and I'm not even slowly walking away from it. I just stand there in tears. No. Hey, Kitty, think you can open that oven for me real quick and take a peek inside?
Sure thing, boss. As soon as I grow opposable thumbs, you're gonna have to man up and do it yourself. Come on, Buzz. You can do it, dude.
I can?
Yeah, it's just fear. Stupid fear.
Yes, and fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger...
Open the damn oven, Kerwin!
Yeah, yes, yep. I did it! Hey, and there's Lemon's key. Oh, and there's a cookie in here. A suspicious one.
Accept this cookie?
Oh,
I
Yeah,
guess.
I think I'll take it. You know, for sustenance.
Ugh, I would not recommend you eat that.
I'll take it either way.
Oh,
Ugh.
is it? It's growing something on it, and
She's a carnivore.
And smart enough not to touch Lemon's cooking.
wait, no, what are you doing? You're not gonna eat it now, are you?
I don't know. Maybe.
That's our tiny fridge.
That's all that he's going to say about that.
How about the cake?
It's usually either full of Lemon's dubious cooking or completely empty. Nah, I can open it myself. Hey, it's not completely empty. Gonna grab this.
Dr. Fisher.
It's our one and only treasured lighter.
Get it yourself. You're the one with opposable thumbs.
Gonna grab this for a while.
So you're probably supposed to order her about to do things
That's
that
been
you're
there
incapable
since
of?
Lemon left for that esoteric retreat. I'm frankly afraid to touch it. Whatever was in it has probably grown more powerful with time.
Not on your life, buddy.
I got my fill of suspicious sweets.
Go to Lemon's room. Anything else in here? So, by the way, apparently the game translates to 1 second. So the game name, if I can scroll up here, translates to Ghost Eye Appear, roughly. Neat.
Why do you have to click out?
Because I can't scroll up on the other well, I'm like clicked into the game and it doesn't do borderless window. Kind of annoying. Oh well.
Beyond this impenetrable portal adorned with god-awful decorations lies Lemon's Shangri-La. He's such a hippie, it hurts. Me mostly.
I can squeeze under doors. Lemon knows that. He made this door particularly unsqueezable under, remember?
Oh yeah, he did do that. Lemon's locked the door when he left for that esoteric retreat, and of course he has no phone signal or internet. great. Kitty, I'm a little stumped here. I have no idea what to do next.
You have the
We're
key.
clearly in over our heads. Maybe we should reach out to someone who knows more about this black magic thing.
You've got a point. Wait, what about my roommate, Lemon?
He's my roommate too, remember? Yeah, he does know a lot of people. A lot of suspicious people. They're really into his homemade cookies, for some reason.
Suspicious people is definitely who we're after.
I've seen him write down names in this little notebook. Maybe we should look for it.
He's away on that esoteric retreat thing, though. No way to reach him. We're gonna have to find a way to get inside his room.
Lemon is clearly a cult member and has been whipping up horrific treats that are turning people into monsters. What do you think?
Cookie Thulu.